An exchange on a domain we're brokering last week, and it went something like this. So we reached out to this company. It was the perfect domain for their brand, is what they call themselves. So we call the raw, unfiltered version of their brand. And I sent an email. We called them up, left a message, and I got a response back saying, "Hey, what's the price?" So it was a good first step to getting a domain in front of a end user. We give him the price, give him our perspective, tried to call him again. He didn't answer. And he came back and said, we're passing. Now, this was like in 10 minutes of me sending the email saying, hey, let's get on the phone. Let's have a quick 10-minute conversation on the value of this domain name, the return on investment, the perspective, and the reasons why you should think about owning it. Now, 10 minutes, he came back and said, not interested. Hey, first of all, Chris Zuiker with Media Options. We help companies to acquire the raw, unfiltered version of the brand name and broken some of the best domains on the planet. So check it out, MediaOptions.com. 10 minutes. The one opportunity you have to control your brand, and in 10 minutes you say, not even worth it. Like, we'll give you a tenth of the price of what you're asking. Now, that's okay. It's okay to give you that price if you've done the analysis and say, hey, listen, like that's all we can leverage this. The return on investment for us is only maybe 10%, only 20%, only 50%. Maybe it's 100%, right? Maybe it's 200%. You're actually getting a steal on this domain name because you've done the math and you know your return on investment. And so that was my point back to him, is like, wow, that was probably the fastest analysis I've ever seen done, smiley face. But seriously, like, consider the opportunity, this is the only or consider the chance this is the only opportunity you're ever gonna have to own and acquire your brand online. And all I ask is that you sit down and you look at the analysis and you look at the numbers to what this brand really means. What is the risk that you have if another company comes in and controls your brand, it controls the messaging, I call it positioning, I call it global positioning, and then there's industry positioning for your brand. Like, what would that do for your brand? What would that do for the investment that you already put in? So this is the return on investment that we're asking to have. Now, in this case, we went back and forth, and we'll see kind of where this ends up. But if you do have the opportunity, take time, think about it. Right now, if you're on the other side of this equation, you're a domain broker, you're an investor, and you're reaching out and you're getting in front of them. Make sure that you get it in front of the right person. This person was the right person. They were the COO of the company, so they were high enough up that they could get it in front of the leadership team and to properly like do the analysis on what that return was. Anyways, hopefully I have the rest of the story at some point here. I've got a lot of interest in this domain, so I'm confident it's going to sell. And just a little story in the domain world.